Hi, welcome back to Lab 8AZ 220 Microsoft Azure IoT Developer. And today we are still focusing on Lab 8, visualizing a data stream in Power BI. It's a continuation from the previous lab. We have completed exercise 1 in the previous lab. We will continue on exercise 2, sign up for Power BI. So if you have already signed up for Power BI, then open your application. So I'm not going to go through the signing up of Power BI, as part of the step-by-step guide is also here, or you can just download and follow through the installation. Okay, so once that's done, we are going to go to exercise 3, where we generate telemetry from the simulated device. We have already created the device, but it is simulating. So in my case, I am unsure that if you are facing this similar error, creating job transformation in my end has failed from the previous execution, meaning to say the installation of Lab 8 setup ACCLI. So I'm still going to proceed. Make sure you have copied the string, the connection string, and in my end I've already copied it. Alright, so without further delay, let's move. And task 1. So in the task 1, you are opening your folder for Lab 8. So in this case, let's go to Lab 8. Starter vibration device select folder. Alright, we got it opened. So we're going to click program.cs, right, similar to the previous, and remember you have your string that you have copied. So in my case, here I am. So I'm going to cut this. Okay, in my case, everything like better copy it in case anything, and I can always have it. So make sure you paste it between the code, the codes that's out there. Okay, paste it in the code, and it should look something like this. So this is not now. Alright, let's not resolve it yet. Alright, and now I'm going to click on File and Save. Open it a little larger. So that he did not get confused. Okay, here we go. Alright, then we have done that. We will go to View and we'll click Terminal. So we will start seeing the terminal down here. Let it get ready, and now we're going to say .NET Run. Click on it and let's see what happens. Right, we are kind of right. We are seeing the telemetry. If you see down here, I hope you are also getting similar result. So leave this app running. So in this case, they ask us to leave it run. So that completes exercise 3, and we are moving to the exercise 4. So alright, let's create an event hub. So in this case, we have to log in back into our portal. So let's look at let's assume that we are in the our dashboard. So if all services, then it's all services here. We click all services. This hamburger menu up here, click on on that and you will see all services. Click on that, you'll get everything down here. So let's minimize the PowerShell. So in this search box up here, click on event. So what we get? A lot of events. So what we need to select here, we are selecting event hubs. Right, and we're going to click on create event hubs namespace. And let's configure it. So the resource group, we're going to select our resource group of RGAC220. In the namespace, we're going to create the vibration space and KB2103. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, and remember we had here, I'm going to paste it. Right, so we got the name up, it's unique. Location Southeast Asia. So when we go to pricing, we are instructed to choose the standard, right? So I'm choosing standard. So what about the throughput? Set to 1, it is by default 1. So let's click on next. Features. Right here it is saying enable zone is left unchecked. Enable auto inflate left unchecked. We are done. We are going to review and create. So the name is fine, details are fine, our regions are fine. Got to wait a few minutes for the system to validate, and now we're going to create it. Right, task 1 has completed. So it takes some time to deploy. Previously, we are moving fast because it was already created. So deployment is in progress. Alright, so we leave that. We look at task 2, what's next to be done. We're going to create an event hub instance. Alright, we are going to go back to the hamburger icon. We're going to go to our dashboard. Okay, and let's look at the resources. If it is not completed yet, meaning to say if the deployment is not completed, you're not going to see the resources here. So no matter how many times we're going to refresh, we won't be able to see it. Only once it's completed, we will be able to see it. So now we're going to click on the vibration name. So if you don't see it, remember, just refresh here and you will see the resource. Click on the resource. Okay, so what they're asking us to do is click on the plus sign here, plus event hub. Click on that, copy this name, paste it here. So the partition count by default is 1, we are leaving it. The message retention by default is 1, we are leaving it. The capture is left off. Alright, and then we're going to set it as create. Alright, it's done. Now we are moving to the exercise 5, where we're going to create real-time message route. Alright, so let's go to the task 1, which is creating the telemetry route. Alright, let's go back to the dashboard. Okay, we are at the dashboard and you should see similar to mine. And let's refresh if you're going to see anything else. Any surprises? No. So this is what we have created up to lab 8. Make sure we have the same outlook here. Right, and from here, where are we going? Okay, so we're going to go to the IoT Hub. Click on your IoT Hub. click on the overview. By default, it should be an overview, and if it is not, you can always click on the overview, right? So from the overview, check where's the message. Scroll down, you will see messaging. So under messaging, click on message routing. So in the message routing, we're going to click a new one. We're going to add a new message route. So I'm going to copy this name. Meanwhile, it is loading. So I'm going to paste the name here. Alright, accept it. At the endpoint here, I'm going to click and select Event Hub. At Event Hub. And I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it here. Alright, and Event Hub message is whatever we have created previously. So we're going to just select that. Vibration namespace, alright, and then on the instance, we're going to create Event Hub instance, the instance that we have created. I'm going to say create. It takes some time. You can see it's loading. It's loading. This is very much depending on the speed of your internet. So, well, my internet is not too fast, but the advantage is I can still do programming on Azure portal. It is successful. Alright, so automatically the routing details come out. So here in the routing query, I'm going to copy this and paste it over replace. I'm going to replace this with this, right? Okay, and this is enabled. Anything else? No. So we're going to click save. So what we're going to do is we need to make sure there's two routing. So one is logging route, one is telemetry. Yes, we have the same. One is VS log, one is VS tel. Yes, it's the same, and one is on log endpoint and telemetry endpoint, and both are enabled. That's it. We have completed our exercise 5 and moving to exercise 6. So in the telemetry, we're going to add telemetry route. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our dashboard. So we're going to click on the vibration job. Right, we are seeing our stream analytic job. We are in the overview pane. You're going to scroll to job topology. Click on inputs. We're going to add stream input event hub. Right, and then in the event hub, we're going to paste this name here. Right, and let's choose the free subscription. The naming is automated. Event hub is already created, and we are using our existing one. Okay, and then the hub policy name. Where is the policy name? This is the hub name. So we're going to click use existing. A group, we're going to say use existing and default. And I do not see the policy yet. It is okay. It should be somewhere. So what we're going to do here is default authentication is JSON UTF none. This would so let's check back again if we have done everything right. Okay, and event hub. Yes, we have already entered in. Select hub from your subscription. Yes, and then we have our event hub name. So until step 8 is done, then so under the event hub name, we are using existing and has already created for us. Event hub consumer, we are using existing. Just this, so we can't see this part of it. So I'm unsure if it is a change between the previous and the new version, but let's proceed and we see whether how successful it is. Alright, so we do not see the part of it for policy. So event consumer, we've selected use existing and default. Authentication, I'm just going to leave it first as is because no note of what we should select. And if I select string, okay. So here we are to select authentication mode as connection string, use existing, and then here select root manage shared access key. So yep, now we are same with the lab. Okay, event hub consumer group use existing, choose this authentication mode. By default it was managed identity. Select connection string and you'll be able to execute this. Alright, and that's it, and we're going to save. So it is adding the input. Alright, we can see the input is out there. So we're going to create a new output. We're going to add, and this time we're going to add Power BI. So we're going to authorize it. Okay, let me authorize it, and let yourself authorize it as well, and then we will continue our task 2 in our exercise number 6 towards the last, and see you again. Make sure you have done this and authorize your Power BI to your current group workplace. Okay, alright, so I get back to you all, and tata bye bye. Don't forget to subscribe and watch more my next lab continuation.